Hey guys, it is Drew again here from Card on My Eye, and today I'm going to show you how to create my paper bag album, just like the family traditions album I created. A couple people requested a tutorial on how I do my paper bag albums, and I'm going to show you how to do this, and this is up on eBay. You could find the link to my eBay store in the description on not in the description, sorry, on my navigation bar at the top of my page on my website, which is in the link in the description below. And so let's get started. First, the tools and supplies you're going to need is some sticky strip, which is optional. You could use whatever type of adhesive that you like. I just like this. A ruler is a good tool to use. I'm using an ATG gun, whatever type of adhesive, again, you like to use. Some sort of a paper bag. These are like Disney paper bags from the dollar store, but they're really nice quality. If you could tell, they're really good. They're really nice quality paper bags. So really nice, and they measure 9.5 inches by 5 inches wide. I'm pretty sure 5 inches wide. Yeah. So they're 9.5 inches long by 5 inches wide. And you're also going to need some papers. I'm going to be using the Digest with a View pet stack. It's a pretty old stack, but there are some super adorable papers in here, you guys. And they're all like glittery, if you could see those glitters. And there's just some really nice papers in here for pets. And all glittery cardstocks, glittery border strips. What else is in here? Like, look at how super adorable these little glittery papers are. Some more, and then I love the polka dot, and then this plaid is amazing. I love that plaid. And then this. And so I'm just going to grab a couple papers that I want to use. I think I'm going to use the this paper right here. I've used it before, which is why there's a cut in it. And I'm going to use the plaid right here, and then I'm going to use this border strip with a super adorable little glittered fire hydrant. So I'm going to move these out of the way and show you how to create this mini album. Okay, what you're going to need to do, sorry about that guys, what you're going to need to do is take your paper bag that you have, just going to pick one of them up. I normally use 3 because it will create 12 pages to a mini album. But I'm going to just use one paper bag. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of my cardstock here, or my pattern paper, or you could use cardstock, and I'm going to measure out my paper bag. And this is about 9 3/4 by 5 inches. So I'm going to cut this piece of paper down to 9 3/4 by 5 inches. Just going to set this out here, bring it to 5-inch mark on my little cutter, and then I'm going to go to 9 3/4. And this is the EK Success cutter. I'm not sure. I got it out of a local scrapbooking store for like $15, so really good deal on that. And you're just going to want it to fit one side of your paper bag. Not the side with the opening flap, but the opposite side. And this is going to be the side that we're going to adhere this down on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my ATG gun, and I'm going to run some ATG adhesive all the way around the edges of my paper. This is a super simple paper bag album. You don't even have to do lots of gluing at all, you guys, so it really saves your adhesive. And then you're just going to take this and you're going to apply it on to your paper bag. The back side without the flap. And you're just going to press that down, make sure it has a nice bond, and there could be, like I have just a little bit over the back here, but I'll trim that off later. And then you're going to have the back piece covered. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over this way, and I'm going to pick up the flap and stick my ruler in, and just randomly somewhere tucked under the flap, so you at least have a 1/2 inch along this edge here. You could do it here if you'd like to, here all the way to the end, it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to make mine 7 3/4 inches. So I'm going to grab this piece of paper here, and again I'm going to cut it at 5 inches wide, because we know that our paper bag is 5 inches wide. 5 inches wide, I'm hoping that's good enough. 5 inches wide by 7 3/4. Sorry about all the shaking of the camera, I'm at an odd angle, and I keep hitting it. Okay, so then you're going to have your paper cut out for this piece of your, this part of your album. And then after you know that it is 5 inches wide by 7 3/4 inches long, I'm again going to take my ATG gun and run some strips of adhesive around the edges of my paper. So, just doing that. Okay, so you can see all the adhesive on there. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to slip it underneath my little tag, my little tabby thingy there, and I'm just going to press it on. You're going to see that it goes a little bit underneath your tab, which is what you're going to want it to do. And so this is our paper bag so far. And then the last step is to cut out a piece of paper to cover up the flap. And the flap is 3 1/8 inches. So I'm going to go over and I think I'm going to cut off this here. And then I'm going to cut it 3 1/8 inches wide. Probably go this way so I can get most of the fire hydrant in. Oh, it's already perfectly at 3 1/8 inches wide, you guys. And then I'm going to cut it at 5 inches in length. And I'm just going to adhere this on to this flap here by taking my adhesive and running some strips of ATG tape along there, and then you're going to tack that on to your flap there, and then you can see that you're going to have your flap covered as well. And then the last step is to grab your sticky strip or ATG gun, whichever one you like to use. I prefer the sticky strip, and you're just going to take it and you're going to create it so that your pocket, so you can create this little pocket type thing. So I'm just going to take a little bit of sticky strip, if you could see that right there, and a little bit more of sticky strip on this side. So I'm not sure if you guys could see the sticky strip right there, and I'm going to peel that off. You might have been able to see me peeling that off. And you're just going to press that down onto the top of your piece. And then you're going to have this paper bag like this, which has a perfect little spot for a tag insert to go in there. And then what you're going to do is, the last step is to fold over your album and crease along the edges. And it's nice to use a bone folder to do this. And then I use my American Crafts rub-on transfer, because I find this works better than a bone folder, and I really crease the edge there. And then you're going to have your mini album, no ripping at all. You're going to have your mini album page. This could be the cover of your mini album right here. You have a flap open up here, then it opens up to here, photo mat here, and a tag insert here. So again, you guys, that's how you create it, and you're just going to punch your holes, and this will be the back page. You could attach as many as you'd like. So again, this is what it'll look like. This, an open up flap here, opening up here, the binding rings will go through the holes, a pull out tag here, and then repeats itself again, opening up flap, binding rings through the holes, small tag here, and flap. So that is how you create my signature paper bag album. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and I hope this was a great tutorial. Bye everyone, and have a great day.